Hello, welcome back to another video. First off, thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. I honestly, I didn't notice that we hit 1,000 until like a few days later, because like the last time I checked we were still in like the 990s, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, we're getting there, I guess. And then like suddenly I check again, it's like we're past that number, and I was like, whoa, what happened? Where'd y'all come from? I guess from my last video. So yeah, thank you for subscribing to the last one if you did, because you pushed us past that number. That's very cool. So I guess, yay! I am very happy about that. I am very grateful and happy that you're all here. So I don't know, I wanted to make this video a little bit more special, but to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be. I don't have much to show this month. Like, we're gonna be doing some shop prep right now. I have a few things that I need to make for the shop for the next coming week. So during the month of August, I started doing this thing where I close the shop for like a few days of the week, between like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just to kind of like rest and reset, and also just because like shipping orders out during those days, I'm not out and about like I am like for the rest of the week, so it's like it's kind of out of my way to go and ship orders those days. And then also because of the weekend, just the USPS doesn't ship during some of those days, so it just works out much better. I kind of take advantage of that time to restock things, prepare envelopes and thank you cards, and just any stickers that I need to make more of, I just make those and do all of that. So we're gonna do some of that. I've just been kind of like looking at the numbers week by week, and like kind of adjusting how much product I make based on that, so that I just don't make too much, because it does take a little bit of extra effort to like do all that. So yeah, we're gonna do some of that. So okay, one thing I wanted to talk about was like the shop, I guess the customer service aspect of running my Etsy. It's, as I said in my last video, like this is kind of new to me. I have had my Etsy open for about 2 years now. I didn't sell very much, which was totally fine by me. I was kind of taking it slow, and then I launched this product, and suddenly like I got so many orders in such a short period of time, and so that was it was my first time experiencing that. And so with that, I've had to learn and adapt and kind of adjust things like a lot, including the way that I sort of handle interacting with customers. For the most part, people have been so lovely. Like, I've been kind of blown away by how amazing and kind and sweet that everyone is. And yeah, for all that, I am so grateful, and it makes me so happy. But then I guess occasionally I will run into, I don't know. I don't want to like sound too negative, I guess, but I did have one particular interaction. It was just so bizarre and kind of like, my first experience, and it had to do with someone trying to sort of either scam me or trying to copy my work, like trying to plagiarize my products. So kind of both of those things. In all, it was a very strange interaction, so I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, there were some other interactions as well that it just left me feeling a little I don't know, I guess upset. Yeah, I will say, like, honestly, I was kind of upset by some of the interactions. Like, I would try my very best to, like, please customers, because I really want them to be happy. Like, genuinely, I want them to be very happy with not only, like, their purchase, but just the experience. and also just like, you know, receiving their order and everything. And a lot of things are out of my hands, and that part of it is very frustrating. And so my biggest hurdle has been kind of shipping. So as I mentioned in my last video, there's this thing that I call the pre-transit limbo, where the tracking is not getting updated, but it has shipped out, but it looks like I haven't shipped it out. But it will still arrive to the customer, and it'll only update once it's in the customer's city, like once it's at its destination. So it'll have just like a whole bunch of nothingness. So that is very frustrating, especially if it passes the like last delivery day, or like the expected or estimated delivery day that Etsy gives the customer. It's just like, I don't really know. It's hard to know what to do in those cases. I think it's kind of a case-by-case basis. With reason why this happens, I think, is partially because like I don't take all of my orders to the post office. I will print the shipping label of the order, right, at home, because it's cheaper to order it through Etsy versus going to the post office. Also, it's much more efficient than going to the post office, because it's not, you can print it whenever at home versus like going when you're, you know, physically going to a post office that's during their open hours, during your available hours, which are very limited. So, you know, both are very limited. So there's like no reason why I shouldn't print it at home. I think most Etsy shop owners do this. It just makes the most sense. However, when I do this and I drop it, and so basically what I have to do is I drop off the orders into a post box, right? And then USPS comes and picks it up. And usually if it has tracking on the order, like on the shipping label, then they're supposed to scan it. But sometimes they don't scan it. And what happens, and when that happens, it gets stuck in what I call a pre-transit limbo. Usually when I've explained this to people, like the whole thing with like everything I just told you, where I'm like, I'm pretty sure, I believe it's on its way to you. I have no reason to think it isn't, because it has happened before and it has always reached its destination. It might still be a little bit late, but like, I'm not really too worried unless a significant amount of time has passed. Because at that point, yes, of course, I'm more than happy to resend people's orders. And if a customer does reach out to me like past the last day, I will, and they ask to be resent the order, I will do it gladly. However, there's this customer. So the whole pre-transit limbo unfortunately happened to their order. They messaged me within the first 3 days of when I said, you know, that I marked their order as sent. They messaged me within 3 days asking about it, you know, which is totally fine if they're concerned about it. Like, you know, I'm more than happy to explain. So they reached out and were like, and the thing was though, the first message was already kind of, the tone of the message was not per se friendly. I was kind of like, whoa, okay, like that's one way to start a conversation. I still answer to the best of my ability. I try to answer very professionally, respectfully, kindly, friendly, like, you know. So I respond, I'm like, hello, like, I'm so sorry that, you know, this is happening, blah, blah, blah. And I explain it to them. Like, I will keep an eye on your order, and I will reach out to you if it looks concerning. Like if there's anything that looks unusual with your order, in terms of like the delivery time, you know, I will reach out to you and like maybe, you know, and we can figure out what to do from there. But like the thing is, it was still the early days of their like estimated delivery time. So within that time, there's just not much I can do. There's no reason for me to resend their order because, as I've explained, all the pre-transit limbo ones have made it. So there's no reason for me to think at this point like that it won't make it to them. And then the customer reached out to me again on the last day of their delivery. So it was the beginning of the day, like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. on the last day of the, like, Etsy's estimated delivery time frame. It is not reasonable for me to resend someone's order or anything like that before the last day has passed, because they still have a whole business day ahead of them where their order could potentially get delivered. So this person reaches out, and it did seem like they didn't either understand or were kind of not wanting to understand. I don't know, but this time around their messages were not just unfriendly, but definitely very I don't know, like, I mean, I guess I could say mad. To be honest, it didn't sound like this person really wanted to work out a solution, I will say. It kind of just seemed like maybe this is just me, like, totally assuming. I have no idea what their intentions were, but since they were being just so difficult, to be honest, about things especially that I cannot express enough, but like, it's completely out of my control how long it takes a package to arrive to someone ultimately at the end of the day. I cannot control USPS not scanning. Like, I wish they would scan my order. Of course I want them to. I spend time making the products at home. I packed it with love and care. Of course I want it to reach them. Why? Like, what? It kind of, the way they were approaching me almost seemed like I was against them, and I was like conspiring against them, like not wanting this to like reach them in any way. And they immediately requested a refund before the end of the last delivery day. So I was like, okay, this sucks, because I sent out that order. I paid for shipping, and now I'm gonna get a loss on the entire order. Like, I have to refund the customer the entire price of the order. But since I've already paid for shipping, I'm paying not just their money back, but then also the cost of the shipping on top of it. And of course, time, supplies, and everything that I put into like actually creating the products and packing it and everything and taking it to the post box and all that. It just goes down the drain, and it was very frustrating. It was very upsetting. And I didn't really know what to do at that point too. I was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to give this person a refund when there's no logical reason to give them a refund, because I do still believe this order is on its way. It's gonna get delivered to them, and like, that's just not fair to me. It hasn't even passed the last day. So ultimately, I think this order arrived 2 days late. So it arrived 2 days after the last delivery day. And like, to be honest, I feel like Etsy's delivery time frames are a bit short. Okay, like, the last day is sooner than you would think. Like, I would personally want to add like an extra day or two to account for shipping delays that happen, And I mean, like, even like right now too, like when I go to USPS's like website, they have warnings about like severe weather causing shipping delays and stuff like that. And I feel like I think my current orders are experiencing a slight delay because of that. So it's like, it doesn't count for like, I feel like Etsy's estimated times are only accounting for perfect timing with everything, but that's just not gonna happen. So yeah, I have changed a few things. I've changed my processing time. I've made it a little longer, so if a customer is looking to buy, they'll see a longer time, or like a later date than what I had initially. And then also when I send out orders, I like put like a day or two later than I actually like drop it off, because I've noticed too that like the post office doesn't always pick up my order in the same day that I drop it off in the post box. Sometimes it's a day after, so to kind of account for that, and then also just to like give me a little more like wiggle room. Otherwise, like, I kind of get a little a little screwed over by Etsy once in a while with these shipping times. But anyways, I did give them the refund, and I thought it was over, and it wasn't. No, things weren't over. I wanted nothing to do with this customer at this point. Like a day or two later, like a day later, actually, I think, I get someone messaging me. Not the customer, someone else. Another seller, an Etsy seller, a lovely person, also coincidentally a viewer to my YouTube channel, which is like, what a crazy little world this is, that I ended up getting a message from one of you guys about this customer. What? Okay, so this person reaches out. So sweet. What a kind person. So this person, this other seller, she reaches out and she's like, hey, just wanted to give you a heads up. But this, I got a message from this potential buyer customer, and they wanted to make, use one of my services of like making stickers, and using your designs. And I recognized they were your designs because I watched your video, the last video. What? Like only 300 people have seen that video. How, like, what are the odds? It's so crazy. I still can't believe it. And anyway, so she's like, I knew that they were your stickers. I knew they were your sticker designs. I thought they looked familiar. And I was like, no way. What? Like, what is happening here? So I was like, wait, was this person just like trying to scam me then the whole time? I mean, I guess they technically did, because they got my stickers completely for free. But what, they were trying to also plagiarize me? What? The plot thickens. I was like, what is going on here? Sorry, a little time has passed because my phone was dying. So while I was charging it, I took the opportunity to have some lunch. So it's been a few minutes. But anyways, just to kind of wrap up what I was trying to say earlier was that, like, yes. So a kind seller reached out to me and let me know about this person. So it seems like they might have had different like intentions than just being a customer. It's in the fact that they were trying to steal my work. It sounded like, from what I heard, is that they were like going around asking other Etsy sellers to like make my sticker designs into stickers, either for them to sell or just for their own. I don't know. I'm not sure what their goal was. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it did stress me out. I was kind of stressed out most of last month. So with this kind of new schedule that I created for myself, where like I close my shop for half the week, this month it's been much better, I think. And then I've just like changed the way I do some things. And yeah, other than that, I know it's a little late in the video at this point. You've heard me yap a bit, but I wanted to say welcome. And my name is Rui. I'm an artist. And like, honestly, we're not doing too much art in this video, and that's kind of one thing that I've missed weirdly already, is that like I've been packing orders and making more of the same product. That's just been like a rinse and repeat cycle of like what I've been doing day to day, and it's been taking up a lot of my time, and I feel a little burnt out. I want to go back to like having a little more balance with other things, such as like my hobbies and going out and enjoying life and stuff. I don't know, maybe some other things. I'm trying to read again. I had a reading goal for myself this year, and I've totally abandoned it for the past 2 or 3 months. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can read some more this month, or at least for what's remaining of August, and yeah, try to do more art again. So Right, this just arrived in the mail yesterday and I wanted to open it with you guys because if you're anything like me, stationery is really exciting. I love stickers especially. So this is from the brand Sticky. They mainly create sticker sheets by partnering up with artists. So each sticker sheet is from a different artist. And I think it's such a cool idea. I believe they also have a monthly sticker subscription. And like some of my favorite artists have created sticker sheets with this company, and it's just so cool to see kind of their art more widely distributed and shared, and just really cool to see their work in sticker form as well. So I only shop on their website these days once a year when they release these mystery sticker packs. So this one has 38 sheets in it, and none of them should be repeated, and therefore a really good discounted price. The only thing is I believe that some of these are B grade, so they're not all perfect quality, but I really don't mind. I mainly use these stickers to send postcards to my friends every month, and just like the ones I just showed you. So yeah, like let's get into this. So last year I also got their mystery pack, and I actually haven't even run out of them yet, so it's a really good amount of stickers. So, okay, let's look through these together. It's so cute. Oh, I wanted this one. Yeah. Laurel May. They have like the credit for the different artists on there. If they partnered. And what I like is that they, if they partnered with an artist to create certain sticker sheets, then they have the artist's name somewhere on there. That's so cute. I think they're a little harder to see, huh? Maybe I'll hold this behind any transparent stickers, so it's a little easier to see. What are these? Like little robots? I love the design of these ones. I just wish they weren't shiny or I don't know, I don't really like the transparent ones, to be honest. But I love the design so much. That's me. That is me with the cat around my neck. A little witch hat. It's so interesting too how they have so many different types of like material that they use, like, you know, even with the transparent ones. I mean, this one has like gold in it, and this one has a bit of a canvas like texture to it. I think it's not really picking up though on camera, but
I just found the cover for the mystery sticker pack that I got last year. Isn't that so cute? I feel like last year's was cuter. This was this year's.